What's up? I am Tom's here, and this is me doing a podcast with you guys. Steve and Batstar are your yeah.
It's been 4 months, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this monthly, and then 4 months later, yo, what's up?
Wait, has it really been 4 months?
Yeah, apparently. And my voice has changed.
That's crazy.
My voice has changed just a bit. Which it does between videos, usually. Just because I am not the best at uploading. But yeah, I had a video idea on the back burner for a while, and that was to go over obscure games that I really wanted anyone watching to play, but now I'm doing it like this because essentially I just needed to put something out. But also we needed to record an episode of this because it's fun to do. So yeah.
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 Who's gonna go first?
Yeah, who's gonna go first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go first. So, trying to decide on which one. I think I'll do one that at least 2 people in here already know what it is. If you own... Okay, for background. When I was little, I didn't have any kind of gaming consoles or anything like that. But we just had a Windows 7 PC. It was really slow. But in those days, I mostly emulated, or more like my older brother helped me emulate, pirated SNES games, Scum VM, which, like Putt-Putt and stuff, and what was that one? Insaniquarium Deluxe. So this isn't as obscure as some things I'm going to bring up, but it is definitely a gem, and it definitely deserves more attention than it gets. You play it. You've got a tank full of fish, and you gotta take care of the fish. But it's not just a virtual pet game, because it's also functions like a tycoon game kind of, because your fish drop coins, and you use those coins to like buy more fish, and eventually you've got like fish that eat the other fish, and you gotta supply those fish with their food and everything, and you gotta like maintain a whole ecosystem. And while you're trying to do that, to add to the insanity, occasionally an alien will teleport into your tank, and you've got to shoot him down. You literally draw your gun and you shoot that alien in the alien head until he dies. And even them, they all function like really unique boss fights. Like, each one has something they do, except for the 2 basic ones that are basic. But then there's one that, the Psycho Squid, whenever he'll turn blue and stop attacking, and if you shoot him, he'll regain his health. Or the best one ever, Gus, who you don't draw your gun, you instead pull out your fish food and you feed him until he explodes. And yeah, on top of that, there's also a regular virtual pet mode where it functions like a regular virtual pet game, but that's boring and I never play it.
There's secrets too.
Yeah, there's secrets. That was another thing. You strategically pick pets. Each pet is like a special creature that can't die, and it stays and does a specific thing for you, like helping you feed your fish, or catching coins for you while you're doing other stuff, or even resurrecting fish from the dead. That's another neat one. And then, yeah, secrets. There's like cheat codes that'll like make your background of your tank turn into space or nothingness.
Or you could just press the B button.
Yeah. Also, for those people wondering what Sanitarium looks like, I did a while back. Go back.
You are cutting out.
Sorry, my mic was up. I played it on my channel a while back.
Oh, you did?
Like
In Sanitarium?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I made like 3 episodes, and then apparently the version that I was playing was only a trial version, and I didn't want to shell out. The game is still like $30 or something.
We had it for real on disc, We don't have the box
Yeah.
anymore. I really wish I did, because it just feels vintage to me, and it's a huge part of my
Yeah.
childhood. That game is,
Yeah, bro.
it's just so good.
That game is awesome.
It's like I played that when I went over to my grandparents all the time. It was amazing. And I also played like it was probably pirated, but it was like a early release version of Minecraft that my uncle installed on the computer. Did
Oh,
that in Insane Aquarium. Played it for hours on end when I went over to my grandparents.
yeah, Inside Aquarium, that's another game. It's one of those time wasters that you could play for a very long time before realizing how much
It's
time.
also yeah, it's like a time waster, but it's also not completely pointless because it has levels and eventually you'll unlock all of the characters and all of the tanks and all of the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, but
And then
the first bonus pet costs 20,000 shells,
Oh,
which
right.
is
Well,
insane.
that's what I'm saying. Like it at a certain point it does have an end,
Yes,
but
it
it's also like basically a time waster.
you won't run out of content anytime soon. And something that was really cool, back in the day, you could actually turn your virtual pet tank into a screensaver
oh
for
man.
Windows,
Really?
and that was really
Sounds
neat.
cool. I should try that.
When I was little, I thought it was like real time. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, I guess back in the day it would have been Farmville, like that kind of thing, where the tank was always going, and I would ask my mom to
Yeah.
check my tank, and I think she actually thought it was that way too, because occasionally I would get away with it and just play Insane Aquarium. That was those were the days, man. All right, who's going next?
I think I should.
All right,
Oh.
Stiv's turn.
Okay, so here's a game that my brother pirated because of course
Yeah.
and he pirated it on like a super like very strong computer. Like
Okay.
it could basically play like very strong games.
Okay.
And the only game I play with that super strong computer is Feeding Frenzy.
I'm trying to think. I swear I've heard of Feeding Frenzy before.
It's like
Yeah,
a game.
me too.
It's a game where you are a fish, and you eat like others like smaller fish until you grow to eat bigger fish. But you
Okay.
also have to avoid the bigger fish so
That-
you not eat you.
Yes. That reminded me of a game that I think I'll list later on.
But yeah, that game was
that would make it my turn.
Man, this game's amazing. And like the cool thing is that every time that
So-
you complete a level, it gives you like a little fact about fish.
Oh, okay. So education.
Like, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's not education.
I've heard of a game like that, but it's not exactly that. A YouTuber that I watched was like live streaming it a while back. Seemed pretty interesting. So that would make it my turn. So remind me the like the parameters that the game has to have.
Obscure. That's it.
Obscure. So like something not mainstream that people should definitely try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That too. It has to be good. You can't be like, huh,
Yeah,
this
it's to
game
be
is terrible.
good.
No one's ever played it. Like, that's not the point of what we're doing here. It's to actually,
Right,
hopefully,
right.
introduce people to games they haven't played. And by people, I mean like the 6 people who are going to listen to this.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think a little bit. So, couple of Insane Aquarium is a good one. Stardew Valley too. It's like people know about it, but a lot
Yeah.
of people are like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never played it." And
Uh-huh.
it's like a really good game that people should try. It's not all about farming like everybody seems to think it is. It actually has a story.
Yeah, I
and
know.
It's got as I'm explaining for the viewers.
Okay. Sorry.
And So yeah, it's not just farming, and it actually has like a really in-depth storyline, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. It'd be a good playthrough.
Yeah. The Stardew Valley, I feel kind of bad because on my own, I just kind of don't want to do all the stuff I need to do, and it's kind of overwhelming to me a little bit. But in multiplayer, doing a LAN party of it is fun. That is what I'd like to do. That's the only way I've played it, and yeah, I got it from. Also got it from a questionable source, but hey, at least I don't have the full game for my crimes. I only have offline mode and LAN, which is what I play.
Fortunate, because I was gonna say, like, we should definitely play it together sometime. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, it's on Steam for like $20, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man,
bought it
that's a
on
lot.
discount. It was like I bought it on discount a while back. It was like $5, I think.
Oh, is it on that Mad Steam Winter Sale?
No, it was before that. I bought it in like summer. So it must have been their summer sale or something.
Okay, because the Winter Sale gave me both of the Portal games for $1.50.
Wow.
Yeah, I should have bought that. We were talking about that a while ago, and I was like,
Oh yeah, you
I
should
should
have
play
bought that,
that.
because then we could play
And then I
co-op. Nobody wants to
never.
play co-op with me, and it makes me so sad.
Oh,
Well, and like Steam has
yeah, I
this
would have done it.
cool. Steam has
I
like that
would.
cool. Yeah. Steam has that.
Can't do it.
Steam has that really cool gimmick, or not gimmick, but function where you can play local player games online.
Yeah. It's like
So
they
like I
also
was
have
saying,
like remote.
I have.
They also have like remote play. It's like Google Stadia, except it works, from what I hear.
Holy crap! That was like best roast.
Google Stadia
Fuck
is
Google Stadia,
sad.
but it's not absolutely trash. Um, so yeah, I can't really play multiplayer a whole lot. Terrible internet, like
Yeah, I'm hearing that right
absolutely
now.
awful.
Uh, kind of
Yeah.
hearing your connection.
Also, hold on. Let me. I can actually probably fix that real quick. I also upload all my files to all my like video files to OneDrive, and since my internet is terribly slow, it takes them forever to upload. So I have, I think, 140. Yeah, I have 152 gigabytes of files waiting to upload.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Wow.
that just reminded me of the impending problem with Vimeo, and that is the file limit.
What's
Well-
the
There's
file
a file limit, and then you gotta try like
Well, I
Vimeo.
was flocking to what is it called, Vimeo, because I thought that I wouldn't be able to escape Coppa, but I put the one video that was for kids. I just turned it back to not for kids, and so far nothing has happened. So
Yeah, they're really not going after. I think it's really about the monetization of stuff. They're
okay.
really going after the people who are monetized.
Well, even
And-
then, so I guess I'll just make sure I get sponsored by Squarespace instead of getting the typical YouTube ads.
Yeah, what I don't understand is there's actually one person who said that he did a test, right? This is like relatively big, like 1.5 million subscribers, I think.
Okay.
He did a test where he turned off customizable ads because from what he could tell, that was going to be the effect that Coppa had on his channel, is basically no more customizable ads. So that the effect, his profit did go down for the months that he tested it, but it was not as big of a deal. And
Yeah,
so
but
then he
stuff
said when
like-
he said when Coppa did roll around and actually make those changes, it made basically the thousands of videos that he had across a few different channels that he's been working on for like 6 years basically valueless. He would not be able to make any money off of them.
Oh man.
Wow.
And on top of that, no comments.
Oh yeah, you can't
it's like-
comment. Oh,
a lot of
and
people.
you can't have mini players now supported on
I
kids.
know it's so trash. It irritates me because like sometimes I'll put on a video and then I'll be like, I don't want to sit here in silence, but I don't really want to watch anything either. So I'll like put it on in mini player while I look for more videos to watch. And it's like, no, you can't do it. This is made for kids. I'm like, what?
No, you can't do that. Kids are supposed to be watching this, not you.
And
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people are bashing YouTube for this stuff, but I think they are kind of destroying their platform, but at the same time, it's not really their fault. They're
Yes, it is.
complying
I'll
with
tell you why.
Go ahead.
Coppa Coppa was already there like the whole time. So even if they had to do the specific things that they did, it's still their fault for being creepy stalkers in the first place and collecting all that information that they had to be basically punished for. But that's not the case even. They could have, if they were not idiots and didn't like shooting themselves in the foot, they could have just affected kids' accounts. So if the account is for kids, then they could, like, you know, not leave comments or not leave publicly shown likes or not use the mini player.
But the thing is, you have to select a box that says you are 13 to create a YouTube account. So
they should just change that because
any data. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They could just change that, yeah. Because they know that there's irresponsible parents who, I guess that's really the source of the problem, who let their kids watch autoplay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
But yeah, if they're gonna act like it's somehow a kid's platform, then actually make it a kid's platform. Make kids accounts that can't do...
Well, YouTube Kids is so broken. The problem with YouTube is they have algorithms for stuff. They have processes for stuff that is created by a human, sure. But after the human creates it, they don't have anything to do with the algorithm. So it's an algorithm that decides the language, the violence, the content, the thumbnails, the images shown in the video. If they think that is qualified for a kid,
and they're bad
at it on YouTube Kids. Yeah, and they're terrible at it.
And those exact robots are the ones they're using to find what content is for kids, and sue people $7,000 for saying it's not for kids.
$42,000, I think, is how much the fine is. Now imagine having a bunch of videos, manage them, like make them all not for kids, and then you have to pay $42,000 per video, and you have like 300 of them. Yeah. How much money is that?
And think about this.
That's a lot.
We've got to get out of back on topic in a minute here, but think about this as well. I forgot what I had. Oh yeah, you make like a animated cartoon. It looks kiddish, but the target audience is not children, but it is like appropriate. It's fully appropriate for children, and it looks childish. At what point are they judging just how good the content is?
So what I don't
like what defines what is actually for adults?
Yeah, what I don't get is, and maybe the guy said it wrong or maybe I heard it wrong, but he said you could get fined if you say that your content is not for kids, and then the YouTube algorithm deems it as for kids. You can get fined for that.
Yeah, I know.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure everything I've read supports that.
I would have thought.
So why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just say? Why wouldn't they do the exact opposite? If you say it's not for kids, or if you say it's for kids and it's actually not for kids, then you get a fine. Why wouldn't they do it that way?
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. So that way we get less Hitler finger family.
Yeah. Also,
which we're probably going to get a huge flurry of that kind of thing.
Also, I don't know why they don't have. I understand that the automatic system is trash and terrible, but why don't they just have it automatically set to determine whether or not their algorithm thinks it's for kids or not? That way, you don't have to worry about. I thought it wasn't for kids, but the YouTube algorithm said it was. Now I get fined $42,000.
Or since they employ thousands of people and probably have a whole lot of money. How about they just, once they detect a violation, hold it for review by a human?
That's a good idea as well.
See, that's the thing about them. They really don't have any... I just really want to know whose idea these new rules were to solve their "we creep on kids too much" problem.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty stupid, and in the end, it boils down to the parents.
How did this conversation started?
That's a great question. I have absolutely.
Oh yeah,
no
you
clue.
said the Coppa word. You said,
yeah. So
it's your fault.
We were talking about fish, and all of a sudden it's like, guys, you could, if you have 3,000 videos and then they're not for kids, but you mark them for kids,
you could
you're gonna
die.
get $126 billion. No, seriously, I actually did.
Okay, so he was sharing a final thought about this topic, so you could finish that before we go back to the obscure joys and being happy.
I'm not rich.
Did he stop at star? Hello? Hello? Did he just die?
I think he got Copa'd.
Oh, sorry.
Did Coppa just ban him?
Sorry, I was completely distracted. Yeah, final views is that, shoot, I completely lost my train of thought. Final views is, they're stupid, and they could be doing things a lot better.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
Yeah.
That sums it up pretty well.
It.
Okay, anyway, was that your obscure game? Coppa?
It's gonna be obscure soon.
Oh yeah, man. YouTube obscure game. Or YouTube making good decisions simulator. That's a very rare game. Okay, I think it's my turn then, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is one that I happen to be playing at the moment while we're talking.
You can get...
Oh wait, no, that's not well...
You can get Stardew Valley for $10 now.
Oh.
No, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so I'm not sure if this really counts as obscure, but it is old and I am playing it, and I don't think other people play it that much. The audience of people listening to me probably won't get it, but if there was like a nerd, they might know what it is because open source and stuff. But Jazz Jackrabbit, it was a game for DOS in 1995, I believe it was. It was created by some people who basically wanted to put an Amiga type game on the Windows PC, and they did it really well. Imagine Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man as the same game. So you're running really fast with a gun.
Oh, that's Coppa. You just got Coppa. You said gun.
Well, no, that means I'm safe from Coppa, cause that's something that's not for kids. Oh wait, but I'll get demonetized. I'll get demonetized for saying gun.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I got
demonetized
one time. I got demonetized. Or no, I didn't get demonetized. My video got claimed. Automatic claiming service claimed it on behalf of the company, and I listened to the sound clip. Within that sound clip, 5 different songs were played. This was in a video game, and it was like I had cutscenes. 5 different songs were played, and I don't think any of them were from the person who claimed it.
Oh man, the copyright system machine broke.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of laughed about it because I'm like, I'm glad that you guys claimed my video so that now I don't get any money off of it. Wait, I didn't get any money off of it beforehand, so...
Well, now they're just ads, and except they get money for it.
Now they get they can view the analytics, and they can view the statistics of the video. Yeah, those things. They can view that stuff of the video now, and I can't. I have no clue how well that video did or didn't do.
Alright.
Yeah.